top of the morning. It's a fresh and brand new episode of Wake Up Nigeria on your screens.
Yes, so wake up, wake up. It's a brand new Monday edition, fresh out of the oven. We know you can't resist today's show.
Definitely. And of course, it's another chance to pick up where we left off.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, how was your weekend? Do you have enough time to recuperate? Because some friends of, no, not friends, some acquaintances, some people I know, they had an off weekend, like it was dirty, it was...
What, terrible?
It was, no, not terrible,
What?
They were totally inebriated all through the weekend.
No.
And so, yeah, it was, so the media, they're the ones that this Monday they'll start up slow, but hey, come on, we are here to put that spark in your life, bring that sunshine into your morning. Speaking
of sunshine, someone who has the sun shining in her smile, the amazing Winfrey. How you doing? What?
You will not enter trouble. Good morning to you guys. The start of a beautiful, beautiful week, and I'm definitely pumped to be here. My name is Winfrey Agbaleshe, and it's about to be a great day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I'm about to inherit a brand new suit jacket. It's being modeled today by Winfrey, but you know, I'm taking it with me when I'm going. It is beautiful.
What are you inheriting? You want to tear the jacket?
Wow, Mike, you
well,
went there.
It's 1 hour 45 minutes we have in store for you this morning. My name is Mike Messikeno.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. You can stream the show live on tvcentertainment.tv or on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can also catch us on GoTV channel 27 and UHF channel 49.
The app is available for you to download the show. It's on Android and iOS store. And then also you can catch up the relays and reruns of the show on YouTube. It's at TVC Entertainment. The website, tvcentertainment.tv.
It's very important. Make sure you have all that access to us. We're going to begin this week with motivation. We're going to be discussing setting up your business, discovering your audience. Now, that target market and niche is very important. If you don't know who you're selling to, how are you going to sell? Ayo Bassi is going to be with us, a renowned beauty business consultant, founder and CEO of COC Beauty School.
We are going to have Adibo Wale, who is here this morning. He's going to perform. We're looking forward to that one.
Oyin Onoride is a beautician and CEO of Ewa Hair and Beauty. Now, she's one of Nigeria's leading suppliers of 100% human hair extension products. She has hair salon services as well. Joining us on SME to reveal secrets about this particular market. We'll be having her here soon. All right. Good morning, everyone. We're here again.
Tell us about your weekend.
My weekend, I told you guys.
What?
No productivity whatsoever.
Wow.
Okay, that was before, and that was what happened. No, rest is basic. I
had this constant nagging headache. Like,
okay.
Well, from like Thursday.
Okay.
Finally went on Saturday.
After sleeping.
Throughout the whole day, so yeah.
Very important.
That's more productive than you even think.
Do you understand? Tell me about it.
It is.
So how do you, so you notice that once you do a weekend where you're just almost doing nothing, by the time the Monday comes along, you feel a lot more ginger to do a lot of different things. You feel more creative. You start having ideas and things like that come along. So a lot of people end up being sort of slow on Mondays because they actually have to fit in, oh, I'm there, cooking for the family, going to market on the weekends. You know, maybe if you could find a way to set some of those things aside, it might be helpful. Now, I've started doing things like delivery, like, please, if you're going to the market, please, can you deliver for me? That 1,000 or 2,000 naira delivery is worth paying for if it reduces my stress.
Oh, of course, definitely.
Yeah, I was talking to someone, I think this was Saturday night, and I was like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to dance. I'm going to dance also. Okay, hey. And then we dance, and then like late around to 11:30, just before midnight, like, oh, okay, how's it going? Oh, send pictures. Oh, it's going good, it's going good. I'm leaving now. I said, but people are still there. Say those must not get to work. And I was like, no, you didn't just say that. You didn't just, see, to a lot of people.
That's the assumption.
Different strokes for different folks, yeah? What works for you, you know, some people up until this morning, they had to take care of flexing, and then still maybe you had to make it for work. That's why Monday, sometimes, like she said, can be slow, and then people would normally say that Tuesday is the most productive day of the week.
Actually, because, yeah, of course, especially in Lagos, there are a lot of businesses that don't even bother opening on Mondays. And it makes a whole lot of sense. Yes.
And the way some people, the way I feel like
restaurants
when I see the traffic, the way people rush on Mondays, it just seems as though it's Monday, I just have to move.
Yes.
That's what it feels like. I'm not saying they're not doing anything, but just go, I just have to move. And then just see the way the urgency, normally everybody's mad.
But Monday madness.
In traffic, in traffic. But that Monday it's like, it's madder.
All right, then. Hopefully, we'll become the type of people that can take Mondays off one day. Maybe we are billionaires. You know?
It's a Monday morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the news here on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Kelly Egiga. Let's get things started with politics. The Bola Ahmed Tinubu Youth Orientation Network is urging youths and indeed Nigerians to join the movement in support of the presidential flag bearer of the APC, Bola Tinubu, and his running mate, Kashim Shettima. And there is more in this report.
The group held its inaugural conference and had an impressive outing with members represented from across the 6 geopolitical regions in the country. The event provided an opportunity to enlighten the youth on why they should support the joint ticket of the 2 former governors, work with leaders who are acceptable to Nigerians, judging by their antecedents. For the group, they said they will stand with the man who changed Lagos State, build leaders across ethnic and religious divides.
Is the man who is going to draw the master plan of Nigeria for us. That we, the youth of this country, is going to follow suit and ensure we are executing the master plan. Remember, if anybody tells you that it's too old for this nation, tell them, which means there's nowhere you go. There should be an elder statesman that controls the nation.
The keynote speaker talked about the reason the combination of Tinubu Shettima is the best for Nigerians and the youth at this time in the nation's life.
We need someone that can bring out that zeal through good policies to move the nation forward. Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima have proven over time and have been reputed to be talent horns in all critical sectors of the economy, as well as youth development and empowerment.
The group also said this is the time Nigeria needs to begin to think about competence and evidence of work done by leaders who have thrown their heart into the ring to contest for the post of president.
Anybody can have ideas. Nigeria is not, does not have a shortage of ideas. Ideas are plenty, let me put it. But the truth is, we need people who can translate ideas to structures, who can translate ideas to results with evidence. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu is that man who has done it for Lagos and can do it for Nigeria.
For many years, the youth need to begin immediately to mobilize as many people as possible for the rescue on the Nigerian mission projects.
And let's take you outside Nigeria, where Israel and Palestine have agreed to a ceasefire after Israel's invasion of Gaza, which resulted in the death of at least 43 Palestinians. Now, according to Palestinian officials, the truce will begin at 23:30 local time after talks moderated by Egyptian mediators. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid's office also confirmed the ceasefire agreement. Latest violence is the most serious flare-up between Israel and Gaza since an 11-day conflict in May 2021. The Israeli military said it began the latest attack on the site in Gaza Strip in response to the threats from a militant group, as Gaza's health ministry blamed Israeli invasion for the deaths of Palestinians and for the more than 300 persons wounded. Now, crowds gathered early on Sunday for the funeral of those killed in strikes on Rafah. Demonstrations in support of Gaza have also been held in the West Bank city of Nablus. That does it for us here on the news at this time. Thank you so much for being there. I am Kelly Egiga. I'll be back on the other side of 8 with more top stories.
Welcome back, and it's time to take a look at the headlines of the dailies this morning. We'll kick off from The Punch, and we have here no going back on Buhari's impeachment. Aggrieved lawmakers. The writers underneath that particular headline go on to say impeachment threat not withdrawn. Insecurity still persists. Deputy Minority Whip, that's from Deputy Minority Whip, pardon me. We will remove Lawan if he blocks president's removal. Osun senator insists APC senators tired of defending Buhari on insecurity. Benue Senator Jev. And then we also have just above the flag of the paper here, debt servicing to hit 10 trillion naira. Economists slam federal government. Nigeria needs 21 trillion naira to bridge housing deficits. That's from the BOI. Strike. PTA demands FG and ASU parents confab. And the federal government to implement telecoms, beverage taxes in 2023. All of that on the front page of the Punch. And from the front page of the Punch, we move on to News Direct. All revenue shortfall experts fault governor's 20% VAT proposal. And we also have here a picture story, which is the opening of the Lagos Railroad project. And just there underneath, Ede killing, bereaved family cries for justice, says corporates must face the wrath of the law. High debt hurting investment in infrastructure. That is from the DMO. All of that on the front page of the News Direct. On to the Daily Independent. And we have here 20 trillion ways, or 20 trillion naira ways and means model CBN's price stability mandate. And above the headline there, and those boxes up there, we have Nigeria's macroeconomic indicators spiraling out of control. NESG says it's inflicting severe hardship on more Nigerians. 2023, Obi's rising popularity among youths worries Atiku and Tinubu's camps. And then we also have here a picture story, and right on the net there, how Nigerian airlines lose 629.2 billion naira yearly to restricted operations. All of that on the front page of the Daily Independent. And that's all that we can take on the headlines this morning.
Yes, whenever I see her work out, Antonia, I get gingered. I feel like picking up my weights at home.
What does the ginger do?
Honestly, I feel like I could do anything.
I have something for you ladies.
You know I was going to link it to something now. Women that can do anything, they're plenty. And our women have been doing us proud at the Commonwealth Games. Not just the women. 35 medals so far.
You don't spoil this thing. Calm down.
Why a spoiler? How?
I just wanted to serenade both of you.
Oh.
It's all about both of you this morning.
Oh, really?
It's all about the women. Beauty, the attribute of heaven.
Ew.
In various forms to mortals given.
Okay.
With magic skill enslaves mankind.
Okay.
As sportive fancy sways the mind. Search the whole wide world, go where you will. Variety pursues you still. Capricious nature knows no bounds. Her unexhausted gifts are found in every clime, in every face, each to her own peculiar grace.
Oh, am I getting all mushy on us this morning?
No. They're too try. The men should just come back home and let's just shake their hand. What?
The women are doing.
Yes, I mean, 12 gold medals, all women. All 12. I mean, we had, this is like Nigeria's best performance in Commonwealth Games ever, 35 gold medals. And what I love about this was, you see, I always tell people that becoming first is actually easy. Staying first is where the hard work comes in.
True.
Yeah, because, it's easy to, look, there's this person, I want to be this, I want to do better. Let me study this person and get better. But when you are number one, there's nobody in front of you.
There's no
I don't know if you get what I'm trying, why I said what I said. There's nobody in front. And that is what happened in the case of Toby Amusan and Ese Brume.
Yes.
She broke the world record, broke it again, and they said the other one was not identified because it was wind assisted. And then she was going to the Commonwealth Games, and she goes, if you don't win and even break another record, they will say, it's like you're a scam. She did it, she broke the games record. And then, this is the very interesting part. We had a member of the 4x100 women team pull out. She didn't prepare for that race.
Wow.
She got in, joined them, and powered the girls to a gold.
Crazy.
Amazing. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. It's one of those sort of situations where you're proud to be a Nigerian. Internationally, we're being recognized for something good for once. Sadly, not too much good news around the world about Nigeria going around except for this. And this is one of the ones where I'll call my children and say, look, those are women. You can be like them. So now we've created a benchmark. Let's hope we can maintain it, and let's hope people are opening their eyes to the opportunities in the world of sports, especially for women. Because sadly, There are not enough female teams in secondary schools and even primary schools. You know, girls are not really encouraged to play football in primary school, in secondary school, like the boys are. And in so many other sports like this, we need to make sure we do a little bit more, just a little bit more to encourage them.
Anyways, this actually makes me think of why. Why in the sense that, okay, fine, we see 35 medals, right? And we see 12 from the ladies, right? Gold medals. And these are mostly individual sports, if you know what I mean. Now, it makes me think about the fact that what happens to the team sports? Mike, maybe you help me with this.
So,
what happens most times?
So, you know that for our ladies, look, they've always done well. Even in team sports, I mean, we just concluded the 12th Alcon. And out of 12 editions that have been played, the Nigerian ladies have won 9. They didn't perform so well this time, but I can excuse that because, look, hey, come on, you need more competition because if you want to raise the level of the African continent, you need others. You don't want one champion going all through. But if the person shows that I can do, which we have or which the ladies have. So with the team sports, the ladies do well. You see, generally around the world, there has been a debate for equal pay. I mean, this one was pushed mostly by Megan Rapinoe. She was the captain of the U.S. U.S. female football team, you know, and she's retired now. But for a while, she has been pushing for it. And it so happens that for the U.S., the females, the women are in football, they win more than the guys. And then around the world, look at it around the world, Barcelona, even in the women's Euros, we've had record crowds. Barcelona, the men did not fill their stadium last season. The women did over 89,000. I am just saying, look, generally, around the world, mostly in Nigeria, the women are doing well. All the encomiums, all the accolades that are coming your way as a woman in Nigeria, definitely worth it.
So in summary, what Mike is trying to say is that the men are the problem.
Ladies need to receive their flowers.
You see why it's not good to have
receive your flowers.
What did you see the summary?
Team Nigeria, we're proud of you. We know more medals are coming. We're going to take a quick break at this point, and we'll be back. All right, on a Monday morning, we have the Meat Man in the building. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so how does it feel to be here, right here on the Wake Up Nigeria set?
I would say I'm very much excited.
Okay, fantastic. We are excited to see what you are going to be doing with us today. Being a Monday, we have very high expectations because, you know, you want the meatiest meal ever on a Monday to start you well. Am I
exactly.
Right? All right.
Not just the meatiest, the juiciest.
Okay.
The tender, the most tender.
I can't wait. Yeah. I'm seeing meat here, which is very refreshing. We see a lot of chicken, a lot of fish, a lot of seafood, but actual beef, it's not always on display right here in the kitchen.
This is not just a beef.
What is this?
This is a soft beef shin, a soft cut from the laps.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a shin.
That's the lap. So this is a special cut of beef.
Yes.
Okay. Describe it for me. Is it the top of the leg of the cow or where?
Oh, it's the upper.
The upper thigh.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the rump? That's not the rump. Rump is the back.
No. Not not the main upper. This thing is just from the how do I call it? The foot straight up to hop the knee.
Fantastic. So, obviously, you know your meat, but the way the meat is going to be spiced and taken care of is also in focus. But before we put the cart before the horse, what is the name of the dish we're preparing?
Also, I'll be making smoked bone marrow pepper soup noodles.
Smoked bone marrow?
Pepper soup noodles.
Pepper soup noodles. Okay. This is a new one. What are we going to need for this?
I'll be needing bone marrow.
Yeah, of course.
Broth. I think I have it.
Right here. Don't worry.
A minute.
I can actually list it.
Here.
I can list it for you here. If you have these at home, maybe you can join us and make this salt, garlic, ginger, onions, noodles, bay leaves, fresh thyme, soft beef shin, Scotch bonnet pepper, efirin. That's local basil.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was what efirin was actually. Sweet corn on the cob and smoked bone marrow stock.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Actually broth, but...
well, broth, stock, you know, tomato, US, UK, no matter what we're calling it, is meat water that we would know in Nigeria.
Exactly.
So we're going to use a deep dish. Are we using a deep dish or are we using a pan?
No. We're using a deep dish and then a medium.
Okay. All right. So we have the chopping board here.
Yeah.
What are we doing first? What is the first thing we're about?
First is cooking my meat.
Okay.
Yes, the shin.
All right. Please show us what we need to look out for when it comes to the meat. What does it look like on the other side, maybe?
Oh, all right.
Show us. Okay.
This is...
So that's how it is?
Yes. This is boneless.
Boneless?
It usually comes with bone, with the marrow in it.
Okay.
So, but this has been removed.
Okay.
So, what we have here is a soft cut because it is thinly sliced.
Okay.
So...
Thinly sliced?
Yes.
You don't want it to be too thick?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's actually going to take about 2.5, 3 hours to cook down so that you can break down the muscles, the tendon in it.
Okay.
Then you can have a very tender and juicy, you know, so that you can release the, you know, juice into the stock or your sauce or whatever you're using it to make.
So how are we spicing this meat now? Can you show us how we're spicing this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
We're going to be starting with the, after washing.
Okay, yeah,
yes.
Sure.
Then the onions.
Yes.
Followed by the ginger and garlic chopped.
Okay.
Then fresh thyme.
Okay.
And salt with a little bit of seasoning.
Okay. So
you let it cook.
What spice is this?
This is pepper soup spice mix.
Oh.
Why this is the basil.
Okay.
This is the Scotch bonnet.
Okay.
Chopped.
All right.
Then the sweet corn, our noodles.
How long are we going to leave the beef spiced for?
It doesn't really need to season it ahead of. You can do that, but if you don't have the time, the luxury of time, you can just season it, have it in your, your pot or your pan, then add your water,
and then let's go.
boil it. So
we already have some pre-spiced and pre-boiled meat here on standby because you did say it's going to take 2 hours.
Yes.
So it takes a while. So are we going to start with that now?
Yes, we are.
All right. So as soon as we head over now to the couch, we are going to be starting this process of making this special dish. You should stay with us. Winfrey is on the couch, and she is ready to serve you.
Thank you, Cece. With breakfast in the works, it's definitely time to get in on some motivation, as you know we do on Mondays. And today we'll be discussing setting up your business, discovering your audience, your target market, and niche. And, of course, having this amazing conversation with me is none other than Ayo Bassi, who is a renowned beauty business consultant, the founder and CEO of COC Beauty School. Hello, Ayo. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I went through your bio and I'm like, should I really be sitting next to this person? Or should I just sit down on the floor? Okay, so basically you've literally done a whole lot when it comes to preparing yourself for the business situation that you find yourselves. Now, tell me, what, first of all, is the motivation for all those certificates and like books you actually study? What is it? What's the motivation?
Okay, so I just wanted to know everything about my craft.
Okay.
I didn't want to have anything left behind. I wanted to know everything. And it was more like what I was interested in, what I was passionate about. So I just kept learning. I'm still learning.
You're still learning. Amazing, amazing. So now tell me, so what has it been like now running a business, right? Today we're talking about setting up your business because there are a lot of people out there trying to set up businesses. They don't necessarily know how to go about it. Some people are actually just scared to just go when they believe, okay, you know what, I need to get all the tools and resources I need before I start. But like, what would you say was your major motivation into setting up your business, and how has that journey been so far?
Okay, what my major motivation has been, first, I think I like money.
Yeah, very important. So
it's about money,
yeah.
But it's not just about money. The fact that I get to impact people to transform lives while making money and having fun.
Okay.
So it's more like I'm doing what I love.
What you love, yeah.
And what I love is helping people get better.
Yeah.
And making money.
Making money for them, so like it actually works perfectly well. So now let's talk about those people at home now, looking and saying, okay, you know what, I want to set up that business. So what was your setting up process like?
Oof. Okay. First, I didn't know I was going to set up a business.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know I was going to set up the business that I set up.
Okay.
I learned how to formulate, how to do a lot of things because I wanted to start a product line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I came back and I was ready to start, I realized that there was a gap because I had to go through a lot to, you know, to learn everything that I learned.
Okay.
So I realized there was a gap, and somehow I just imagined that maybe I should fill that gap since I have the capacity to.
do
yes.
that.
So the process, you know, getting it legal, getting the right audience. I had a target market in mind.
Okay.
I knew what I wanted to do, what I did not want to do. So, you know, attracting the right audience, you know, putting the school out there. So there was a lot of learning. There were lots of mistakes, and there was a lot of learning. But right now, I believe I've mastered my
You've
craft.
mastered your craft. Okay, I mean CEO, I mean of COC, beauty business. I mean, it makes a whole lot of sense. So, like, what exactly do you do with the beauty school? And yeah.
Okay, so the beauty school, COC Beauty School, is an institute that raises beauty entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Now, we do this by teaching them how to formulate beauty products, skincare products, hair care, makeup, and perfume products. So they learn how to make these products, then they learn how to turn these products into brands and how to set up, you know, beauty businesses.
Okay, so today we're talking about setting up your own businesses, finding your target audience, which is very key because now even on like social media platforms, everybody's talking about, okay, you find your niche, find your audience, find your audience. So how would you say people in business, I mean, people are doing things, of course, it's only people that are interested in what you're doing that will come your way. So how do you find your audience? How do you first identify them and then go out to search and find them?
Okay. What I usually tell my clients, because I'm also a beauty business consultant, what I tell my clients is, first of all, decide on the kind of people, the group of people you want to serve. Once you decide, then you now look into their lives, like look into their lives when they wake up, what they do, the problems they have. You need to figure out the problems that they have.
Okay.
So when you figure out the problems that they have, you need to craft a solution to solve those problems.
Okay.
So from a lot of people get it wrong by getting a product or a service, then start looking for the target audience. But that's the wrong way. The first thing to do is choose the target audience. Then now decide what kind of service or product you want to sell to them based on what they are complaining about.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? Because it sounds like, okay, fine, we are now. How do we actually choose? How do we actually do our research to actually find the people that we actually need to service?
Okay, let me give an illustration. For example, I would use what I'm very used to.
Of course, yeah.
So everybody's going on and on about skincare right now. And you decide, do I want to serve, let's say, ladies in the university or aged women or kids? Who do I want to serve? Now, when I decide based on who I feel more connected to, yeah? So let's say it's kids. Because maybe I love kids. So I now begin to think, okay, kids, what do they really need that I can offer? They need to have their bath, they have rashes, they need things like this. So everything I'll now be doing will be creating solutions to help them have their bath, help them fix the rashes, help them fix the problems. So once I get that done, I will now create the product and now begin to market to them. Of course, not the kids now, the parents.
Of course, yeah, but for the kids.
For the kids. Yeah.
I mean, makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, I think if you ask me, finding your audience can also help you find your niche.
Yes.
Right? So they are kind of interrelated. I mean, that's amazing. So thank you so much. I know it's very brief, but then again, I'm sure a lot of people have grabbed one or two things from that very insightful conversation. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we'll be going on a quick break. And when we come back, Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Hello and welcome back to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. And it is Monday with the Meat Man today. And there's some meat bubbling in our deep dish cookware here. It's looking good, looking good. Am I right?
Exactly.
Yes. So you need to take note that this particular piece of, pieces of beef have been cooked for about 2 hours, yes?
Yes.
Yes, about 2 hours beforehand. This is just preheating now because you're about to add something. What is it you're about to add to it now?
Bone marrow broth.
Okay, go ahead,
yes.
go ahead. Go ahead. So this bone marrow broth was what you were able to extract when?
Oh, yes. Maybe I need to talk a little about how I made this.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm adding my bone marrow broth now.
Okay. How did you?
Yes, so to make bone marrow broth, what you need is marrow bone.
Okay.
Bay leaf.
Okay.
Some thyme, fresh thyme, herb thyme.
Okay.
Salt, seasoning.
Okay.
Sweet white onions is what I usually use because it has a sweet flavor.
Okay.
For me.
So now we have this amazing looking beef on the heat now with the bone marrow in it. But what exactly are we making?
We're making smoked bone marrow pepper soup noodles.
Pepper soup noodles?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we also have the noodles here on display, right?
Yes.
We're about to do something with the noodles too.
Yes, we will be parboiling the noodles.
Okay. But before then, you're going to add...
Yes, I'm adding chopped Scotch bonnet.
Okay. Okay. So this wasn't pre-cooked. It's just chopped.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. So I guess this is the pepper aspect of the pepper soup.
Yes.
No other pepper going in here?
No.
This is enough?
Yes.
All right, fabulous. Okay, so everybody makes noodles once in a while. And when they make it, they have their own special style of making the noodles. I guess we're going to use the water. Yes, I think we're going to boil water ahead of time.
Yes, for the noodles.
All right, let's go ahead.
Okay. I'd like to.
Oh, you want to cover it? Oh,
yes.
so sorry. Okay, fantastic. So we're covering that so the beef and the pepper can come together. And now we're going to put the water on. So the standard process of making noodles, you have the water boil for a bit. Go ahead. So that's a hot pan with some water, so the water will quickly boil. Are you adding anything to the noodles as it boils?
Yes.
Okay.
It has its own seasoning.
Okay. So its own seasoning will go in?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So since we're using beef, I guess the beef flavored would be preferable.
Yes.
Are we covering this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this feels like you've been doing this on the regular. Is this something that people demand in your restaurant or online from you a lot?
Well, I would say this is just like a special.
It's just like?
It's special for me.
Okay.
I don't usually make this. It is based on, order. Not everybody, some people have allergies and they say, no, I don't want this. So you have to let them know the recipes and how you're using to make it. Some might say they don't, they react to maybe efirin or maybe something else. I don't know, but you just need them to know.
Basically, this efirin here is going to be chopped into is it the meat or the noodles?
In the meat, the pepper soup.
Fantastic. Now, every Monday we come with that sunshine, that bright spark to start off your week with the right energy. Welcome to the second hour of the greatest breakfast TV show ever.
Titi, that went on too long.
What? It went on too long? No, I'm not done. I can't.
But hey, come on. We, of course, do our best and ensure that we meet your morning needs because, of course, we care how the day turns out. Remember, a good morning, of course, will set you up for a good day. There's a lot coming in the next 45 minutes on the show.
So much is going on in the kitchen.
So what are you guys doing there? What are you guys telling me?
So this is pepper soup noodles, essentially, but with a special beef bone marrow.
The bone marrow, is it from chicken?
No, beef bone marrow.
Beef. I heard.
Beef
I really wanted to sing chicken noodle soup. I was looking for an excuse to sing chicken noodle soup.
Oh, well, beef noodle soup still works.
That's why I asked.
Beefy noodle soup. Beefy noodle soup, it still works, right?
Wait, what's on the top?
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. That is such an old song.
It is. It is. My name is Mike Messikeno.
And I'm Titi Laya Oyiso. TVCentertainment.tv is the website. Facebook.com/TVC Connect. You can catch us there live as well. On GoTV, channel 27 is there, right there for you. And on UHF, channel 49, we're also live.
The app is available on Android and iOS. And then, of course, online, TVCentertainment.tv on YouTube. It's at TVC Entertainment.
We have a musical performance. We have the act popularly known as Adebowale. His new song, Melanin, is a really great record. And we can't wait for him to perform.
And then, of course, on SME, we have Oyin Onarinde, beautician and CEO of Ewa Hair and Beauty, one of Nigeria's leading suppliers of 100% human hair. We're going to talk to her about her business model and what you can learn as a small and medium-scale enterprise.
All right. Now, on a Monday, something we've done quite a few times is go through social media and see what's been happening over the weekend and what people are saying, what people are doing. And there are often trends that you can't really get behind, especially when people say things that can't really be generalized. So this is my opinion. There was a popular actress who came out to put a statement out there saying, if your marriage is not shaky, you're not in a marriage. You know, so there's some general statements like that that just make me a little bit worried about the mindset of people that put things.
Maybe it's a bit of semantics.
Semantics.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was. I think I saw the headline. I didn't listen to the video, but maybe shaky. She might mean something like maybe some sort of challenges. And if I look at it that way, I would say yes. Yeah. Yes, in any venture worth taking, there will be challenges. So I'm just thinking that maybe she didn't put if that was what she said, because I just saw the headline, I didn't listen to the video. Maybe that was what she said, maybe semantics, maybe that's what she means. I don't know. But like you said, most of the time, I always say that there are no absolutes, only very few. There are almost no absolutes. So yes, challenges are required in some way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel challenges are part of life. And as you said, I think that's a great way to look at it. I mean, yeah, it's normal, even in our daily life. Single, married, I mean, everyone has challenges. And a lot of times people say things like, or it's actually true, I mean, where you see a marriage where it seems like, hey, there's peace all the time. It's like somebody is definitely suffering because someone is definitely not speaking up. Someone is just accepting what the other person is doing and all of that. So, yeah, of course.
So it feels like someone is being silent and holding in a lot.
Yeah. And one day,
what happens?
Nepa will bring let.
Well, good to see you again. You're watching the news on Wake Up Nigeria, and we absolutely appreciate it. Let's begin in Osun State, where the Commissioner of Police, Olawale Olokode, has disbanded the CP tactical team following several allegations leveled against members of the squad. This follows the involvement of the squad in Friday's incident in Ede that led to the killing of 2 persons, including a nursing mother. TVC News correspondent Rafi Ahmed has more of this report.
Here is the family house of the deceased at Ileate, opposite Atapa Market in Ede, burnt down and property destroyed. They are still mourning the death of their loved ones and also living in fear of possible attacks. Misunderstanding had ensued at the PDP ward meeting over the alleged refusal of the minority leader of the Osun State House of Assembly, Nuruddin Kufuola, to share the mourning meant for members. Husband to the deceased, Tunde Olalekan, alleged that the CP tactical squad invited by Nuruddin Kufuola killed his brother and his wife, Kafayat Olalekan, who was said to have been shot twice in the chest.
Police station pẹ́rẹ́ pé máa bọ́ ọmọ mi ọmọ ọdún kan pé máa bá ní police station. Mo wá ń béèrè gba ọ̀gá yẹn sí ìrì ìyàwó mi gbà tá a lọ sí orí tàbí ní títí mo bókú ìyàwó mi bẹ́ẹ̀ tán ti pa ìyàwó mi. Ìgbà mo fọ́ ká ìyàwó mi bẹ́ẹ̀ èso náà yín fún ìyàwó mi láyà.
Ló wá pé Túndé lòun fẹ́ wá gbé pé òun nídìí láti pa Túndé. Ìgbà tó wá dé ilé wa tí kò rí Túndé ló pa ìdè ìyàwó Túndé lójú ọ̀nà ló yìnbọn fún un pẹ̀lú ọmọ lẹ́yìn. Àwọn àmì tán wá gbúrò ọmọ tí wọ́n ń kọjá lọ àwọn ni wọ́n wá yọ ọmọ ní ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ tán wá gbé ọmọ bá mi ní station.
Findings show that friends of Tunde Olalekan, in retaliation, went ahead to burn down the family house of the minority leader. Reacting to the incident, the State Commissioner of Police, who speaks on the disbandment of the tactical squad, says investigation is underway on the matter. He assures that everyone involved in the incident will be arrested.
I want the tactical team to be investigated independently. They have all been asked to report to CID. All of them, right from the OC down to the list, because both the governor-elect as well as the incumbent governor desire peace. They wouldn't want to thrive in a rancorous situation.
The CP also confirmed the arrest of a suspected cultist, Rashid, popularly called Okoilu.
Rashid Okoilu arrested yesterday or early this morning, so to say. Is one of the efforts of the police to rid the society of hoodlums. So he's been interrogated and he will be charged to court for alleged offences very, very soon.
Rafiu Hamid, TVC News.
That's it for us here on the news at this time. Thank you so much for your company. I am Kelly Egiga. We urge you to stick around here on TVC for the rest of Wake Up Nigeria. Good morning.
Now, this is going to be an interesting one on SME this morning. Onyi Onarinde is a beautician and CEO of Ewa Hair and Beauty, one of Nigeria's leading suppliers of 100% human hair extension products and hair salon services. It's great to have you. Welcome to the show. Thank you. All right. Now, you've been doing this for quite a while. Yes. You said over 10 years, but then you're professional officially, you said 4 years. How did it all start for you?
Well, Ewa Hair and Beauty started as a side business for me. You know, I've always liked something into beauty. You know, I'm all about women looking beautiful. I'm all about women looking confident. And not just women, but any human being. You know, everybody deserves to be happy and everybody deserves to be beautiful. So Ewa Hair, just as Ewa means, it means beauty in Yoruba language. So it started as, you know, as something that inspires me, something that makes me happy.
Were you still, when you started as a side hustle, were you doing, was there a 9-to-5 there? Were you still doing a 9-to-5?
Yes, I was.
How were you able to combine it then?
Well, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that easy, you know. At first, I started, you know, within my family. Okay. So, and later, I started selling
family and friends, they bought?
Yeah,
they were not owing. See, family and friends is one very serious. How did you relate with family and friends? Were they prompt on time with payments and all of that?
Well, they understood that, you know, I was trying to make profit out of this.
Right, good family.
So, you know. So, you know, most of them was like, you know, just wait for me. And, you know, and some of them, you know, understood that, you know, I'm trying to do a business and they encouraged me in the process. So they tried to pay something for those products.
Right.
Yes.
You know, but that is somewhere where a lot of entrepreneurs have issues relating with family and relating with friends. Right. You know, but then I asked a question about, you know, combining, because some people, once they get a business idea, they want to leave the 9-to-5 immediately and focus on it. When did you know that it was the right time for you to focus on Ewa Hair and maybe leave your 9-to-5?
Okay, well, you know, the orders started coming in. You know, the orders started coming in for me. It has to do with, like, you know, I have to do more of my side business and I was getting more profits compared to what I was doing. Okay. And, you know, I've always wanted to do a business of my own. I've always wanted to have a global business. So it was just like trying it as a side business was just for me to, you know, shuffle around and see how it goes, you know. And then from my experience working in a in a big company, I was able to apply that to my own
that
business.
knowledge, right?
Yes.
So it is good to learn from somewhere else.
Right, right.
When you're building someone's empire, if you're working for somebody, the salary is the what now? The slavery or what different things.
Yes.
But I'm trying to say it was at a point where profitability, you said, where you started making more from the hair business. That's when you knew that it was time for you to
focus on
fully.
it.
Right. But let's talk about quality control. How do you deal with quality control? Because when it comes to the hair, the hair industry, that's where you see a lot of things. I've heard ladies, in fact, a friend of mine, that was a few months back, she was basically crying. And I was like, come, young lady, I thought you're not a young girl. Right. How can someone do you this thing? How can they catch you like this? And she said she ordered for a hair product. I think she was like 35K. And then it was what she ordered versus what she got. And there was no refund. There was no way. And I was like, what happened? So I said, sorry. So my mind was like, you're not young. So how do you, when it comes to quality control, have you had any challenges with that? How do you ensure that your quality control is up to standard? And all of
yes, in the hair business, I would say that those are one of our biggest challenges when it comes to quality. Well, for me, everybody has, what's the reason why they are into this business. Most of them don't have a passion for this. Like for me, it's all about building my brand. I want to have a name and I want to be true to myself. You understand? So I'm a supply chain professional, What does that mean? Supply chain means you are able to source anything in the world.
Okay, yes. I like that. So that means that whatever the consumer wants, if they can pay for it, you can get it.
Yes, I can. It be paper, pencil, whatever, toilet roll, whatever you just name it. That is my job for me to be able to source all those things from anywhere in the world. So I was able to apply that to my hair business. So now I buy my hair from the source. And quality control is something that is very important to me. Like I said, I've started this business 10 years ago. And I've, while I started, I tried to test this product. I even went to those countries myself to meet my manufacturers and my suppliers. Yes, in person. So these are people that I've been working with for over 10 years. And they are people that, they have a name and they also have a name to protect.
So there's trust, integrity.
So exactly, trust and integrity. And that is what our hair business is all about. It's all about trusting us because we are not into this business just to catch out.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? We are also into this business to be known for a very long time.
I like that. I like what you say. Someone was talking to me. I've heard about hairs that are in millions. And then I've heard about somebody who still buy maybe that same kind of hair and say, I just got it 20K and all of that. When it comes to pricing, how do you, what's the most expensive hair you've sold first? Let's start with that.
Well, the most expensive hair I sold was a one donor hair. And I think I sold it for 450,000.
It was,
yes,
so this was a hair that they took off from somebody. They took off the person's hair.
Right, for 450.
Process it. What happens?
Well, it's my hair, my one donor hair doesn't really go through so much processing. So it comes in very as natural as it can get.
As it can get?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when it comes to, does pricing dictates the quality of the hair?
Yes, it does actually.
Okay.
Like for one thing I have learned in my business is the ability to be able to combine affordability and then quality.
Okay.
So that is just something that you should look into if you are in the hair business. How can you don't want to be too expensive, and at the same time, you don't want to sell something that is too cheap.
Too cheap.
You don't want to sell inferior products. So the balance, there must be a balance between affordability and also quality.
I like that. I like the way you talk about it. Now, considering the rising rate of $1 now, and most of what you do, you import them.
Right.
How has that affected your business, and how are you trying to, level up and balance the playing field?
It has. I mentioned earlier that I've sold hair for about 400 and something thousand naira. So, like about 5 years ago, that same hair could go for like 40,000 naira. You know what I mean? Like the imbalance in the dollar, the exchange rate is a big challenge. Is a big challenge in not even in the hair industry, but any business that has anything to do with that does global business, that you're trying to buy your products from outside of Nigeria, then that means that you're dealing with foreign exchange. So it's something that is a big challenge, but it's something that we are hoping it will, something good will happen,
because there's
in the
nothing
country.
you can do. It has to be policies and
yes,
all of that,
and all of
economics
that.
around the world.
Right.
Now, something I want to talk. I have this friend who is an entrepreneur, and he started doing this, and for a while he employed 2 staff, but then he found out that whenever he left the job and the staff were handling it, the quality of what he was doing dropped. Right. So as at now, he went back. He doesn't have it. He does the business himself. You have some staff. How do you ensure that? How do you ensure you get the right people? Are they as passionate for this as you? If they are the ones handling some stuff without you being there, would they give the same level, the same standard that you would give? Yes, I understand. The human resources is something that is, a big challenge in any, not just my business, in any business in Nigeria or, whatever country. But, for me, it's been a challenge. I'm not going to lie, because most times it's somehow difficult for me to leave the business entirely. So, but what I do is I try to do my business online. Okay. I try, I encourage my customers to order online and also to build a trust. To build a trust, a company that they can trust. So in that way, they don't really have to come to the store to buy products. They don't really have to, come to the store. You can order our products online, 100% online. Delivery is also one thing, because see, that delivery mechanism, some people tell you, look, it can be a problem when people want it and they don't get it at the time they expect it and all of that. Have you had any challenges in that regard, and how were you able to deal with them, if you have? Well, we've not really had it. We are always, very open to our customers. Okay. So when you're trying to order a product, we'll let you know that this is the, the time. The time frame. Yes, the time frame that you're going to get your product. All right. So in that way, they know that. All right. Now, one word that you must have had a dissatisfied customer at one point or the other. Right. How have you been able to deal with that kind of circumstance when a customer says, I'm not happy with what I got? Has it ever happened? How have you been able to deal with that? Yes, in that case, what we do is we offer like 100% refund to the customer. You do? Yes, we do. Okay. You do? Yes. Because, look, let me tell you, every time I see anything here, I always see it under no refund. We now put X on it. Exchange. And as somebody said something, it is against the law for a business person in Nigeria. There are sections of the Consumer and Business Act that go against you. You can't say you have a no refund policy. It's against the law. Right. And you're doing something right. Why are you different? Because look, majority of people I see, they write it no refund. I know. Especially some of the very big ones. So why did you decide to go? Because for us, it's not just about the money. Like I said earlier, it's all about the trust and the name. So if you are complaining about our products, and we hardly get customers that complain because we ensure that we do the right thing, you know what I mean? And if such situation happen, we just do a refund. All right, wonderful. Yes. This is you're putting up a wonderful business model, and you have over 5 staff now at the moment. Yes. How far? Where do you see this going? If you want to look in front now, and is there any plan to scale up? Where do you see this in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Will it still be there? Yes. Do you think it's something that can outlive you? No. No. But let's say in the nearest future and all of that. Well, in the nearest future, we are looking into going into other things aside from hair. Okay. We're looking into going into the skin, Because they're all connected to beauty, right? Yes, they're all connected to beauty. We're looking into going into fashion as well. So everything that has to do with fashion, beauty, those are areas that we are trying to expand into. Because the skin too is also a major area, and we always want to get it right when it comes to Ewa. We just don't want to sell product because for the sake of, catching out. But we want to do the right thing. We want to make products that will be good for the black skin, that will be good for the brown, fair skin, so those are areas. Wonderful. Let me round up with this. A final word, because you are a consumer professional. I've loved talking to you. Right. What is the final word? What would you say to someone who wants to start up a business in Nigeria at this particular point? Maybe not the exact one you do, but there are some business models that you can use across. What would you say? Just give me 1 or 2 lessons that you can bequeath to someone out there doing business in Nigeria. So what I would say is be consistent with whatever you want to do and be true to yourself. Let people know that you are not fake, like you are true to yourself. So if you start a business with that foundation, then I think the sky is not
going to be enough for you.
Oye, thank you so much. Yeah. It has been such a pleasure talking to you. I wish everybody that I talk to would be like this. But, well, for that, you're a Yoruba girl, so you definitely love spice.
Right.
You love spice.
Right.
Do you?
I do. A little bit.
A little bit. I have something spicy for you for breakfast.
Wow.
For giving us this wonderful knowledge. So, hey, come on, the ladies are here waiting for you. Okay. So, this way. Let's go this way. So, that's Titi, that's Winfrey, and, of course, Titi. Okay.
Welcome.
Come and sit down this way. Let me just hold it for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. This is Oye.
Yes, sir.
Beauty. Lovely
Let's
lady,
go back
I must
here.
say.
And the meat man is right here in the kitchen. He's been hard at work.
Yeah, well done.
So this is a special meat,
bone marrow pepper soup noodle with a tree going on the inside. Right in the center.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So please have a taste and tell us what you think.
All right.
This was all made right here.
Wow.
Kitchen.
It looks yummy. It looks yummy.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Right.
So,
I love it.
The cut of beef that he used, the special cut, I think you said it was the shin.
soft beef shin.
Beef shin.
And it was cooked for how many hours?
2.5 hours.
2.5 Whoa.
To break down the muscles.
Wow. Can I get the recipe?
Wow.
Is it gas or stove or fire? Tell us on gas.
Can I have more?
Hey, this time.
Oh. It's all yours.
Wow.
And that was a marvelous way to start our Monday.
Of course, on the week.
It's a meaty Monday meal today with the meat man.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
done.
you.
It's been a wonderful time on the show. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right then. Bye.